Welcome to Trading Lounge and the indices report, and starting with the Australian market here just on the 2-hour chart. We're still looking for higher ground. We're looking for a move above 5,700, and we're looking at a classic sort of trading levels pattern here where we've got the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, looking for a move up here in 5 waves. And this is the same with the European and the US markets as well. And just to zoom in on that a little bit here. So just really picking up from where we were last time here, not a lot of change really. We were looking for wave 3 and wave 4 here in terms of an A and a B and a C correction. A little bit out here, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So that's B wave is over here. C wave is finished in here now. And we should start working straight up from here, so we can expect a move up. We'd count this, if we're looking for 5 waves up in the short term, the wave 1 here, A, B, C for 2, and then the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and the 5th wave to the upside, and sort of having a top here. But in CBA, I've got a slightly different sort of pattern where we'd go we'll do the same here, but yet we'll pull back and then do another one up here, where this one should pull back even further in line with the other market. So when we look at CBA just for a moment here, is that from this wave B, we've been counting 5 waves up. We've got wave 1 and 2, and then we're all the way up for the 3rd wave here with 5 waves, 1 and 2 here. That's probably over here, but still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd, A, B, C for the 4th. That may get a bit more complicated, but I think we'll just go straight up from here, up into the 5th wave of the 3rd, then the 4th, then the 5th. So we've got this extra leg here in the finance sector and not in the XJO. So just be a little bit careful about that. Something's sort of not quite right there, but very close. So I'm going to go to the European markets first, starting with the DAX. And we are also looking for, just on a 2-hour chart here for the bigger picture, we're still looking for a larger correction across the 11,500, and once this tops out around this level here, 11.8, a little bit higher, then we'll see the corrective pattern here. And from wave 4 here, let's just go in and have a look at the 15-minute chart now that you've got an idea on that here. So yeah, so wave 3, wave 4, we've got wave 1 and 2 here, wave 3 here. I believe this is wave 4, but we would need to get a move up above here, above one of these highs here would be help confirm this. So, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here, somewhere up here. Main point is to count 5 waves up. But we are looking for a top. I know I've said that before, but I still need to stick with that. Yeah, so that's that really. And the FTSE would be much the same as well, in terms of it's working with 6-8 here, and we can see that the market's really quite struggling around here. It's really churning over and creeping higher, so to speak, but still, like the other markets, we're still expecting another move to the upside, make a new high, and then fold over from that point there. Now, I've got all of these at the 50 and 60% retracement levels. Some may get there, some may not. We'll follow the structures on the way down. And finishing the European markets here, we'll have a look at the AEX, and just identical as well. So nicely sitting on 500, we can look for 5 waves up through here. All it needs to do is make 5 waves. It doesn't even need to make a new high here technically, but that's what we'll be looking for. And that should take probably a session, maybe a tad more, but anyway, you've got the picture there, and then we're looking for this market to roll over in line with the European markets as well. And moving on to the US markets, starting with the S&P 500. Once again, I'm still looking for that top, and it's been a little bit sort of tricky in here, but lining it up with the US market, with the European markets, is probably the right thing to do. And I can also see the 1 and 2 and the 3rd wave and the 4th and the 5th in here. So yeah, but once again we'll look for a 50-60% retracement level. It may not come back that far, but once again, as I mentioned, we'll track it. But the main point is that we're looking for a correction. Now we'll see a move up to group 1 here. Now it can trade above group 1, but if it ever finds tested support on group 1, well then it's going to move higher, and I'd be wrong at that stage. So yeah, this is sort of where we are here, in line with the European markets. A little, well, I'm going to 5-minute chart in a moment, I will, but yeah, and I will now really. It's not really saying much on this one here. So I was a little bit confused with all of this in here, but now things become a little bit clearer here. So we've got wave 3 here and A, B and C here for wave 4. So we're going up for wave 5 here. Like I said, I don't think that we'd find support this time around here, but we can expect some wild swings trying to establish some support here, but it will probably fail, and then we can work that correction to the downside. But as I said, if we do find tested support on this top of group 1 here, then we know we're going higher from that point. But yeah, we'll expect swings there. The swings can really go from 40 back to, well, really to 15 here to on the outside, but normally sort of just above the 35 and the 25 you'll start to see the swings, and even 20 perhaps. But as soon as 20 becomes the retested resistance, the pivot within group 1, then we know that the correction has started at that point. Okay, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.